Hello and welcome back to another Trading Diaries episode. Today is Monday. It's a no news Monday today. There is prices pretty much just made an indication towards the upside. Has made new all-time highs this morning, which is what I thought last week. So I'm really glad I didn't take a trade last week. Last week I was very tempted to take a trade on Friday because price had made an indication down. It had made a second indication slash ICC setup of the week, but I didn't take either of them because the high time frame was showing that price was still bullish. And then I had also done my weekly analysis the week before. That was the first weekly analysis that I've done, and of course that same week I get met with a situation where it's like, do I listen to my weekly analysis or do I listen to my morning analysis, my trading analysis for the 1 hour chart over the 1 day chart trend? I don't know if that's making any sense, but yeah, so it was definitely conflicting. It definitely brought up a lot of emotions, and it went to show like how much more I need to work on my emotional psychological side of trading. And I feel like I'm really, really grateful that I'm having these experiences because it's weird being online because a lot of people are like, trade different instruments, you don't make much from trading, and like it's like I've really got to like stay super disciplined and make sure that I'm taking one trade a day, risking 1% of my account until I have enough data to back up increasing my risk. And yeah, that's just a little bit to start off this episode that I'm conflicted in. And also the same feelings that I experienced last week have not gone away this week. I still feel so tempted to just succeed in trading and to just be profitable, make a bunch of money. Like this morning, I was so tempted. I was just like, oh, should I just get into options trading? Like, I know that I trade Forex, but should I just get into options trading because you can make a higher return? But then I'm like, hold on, just take it one step at a time. You want to master ICC, master gold, and then move on. So yeah, it's definitely taking a lot out of me to not want to not just switch it up. Like, I want to switch it up so bad, but I need to not do it. I need to not do that. Because I know that's just going to ruin everything long term, and because I'm just going to get into the cycle of being like, oh, well, I'm bored, I'm going to switch it up again. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to stick to the same strategy. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about my plan because I'm really, really excited to just have time go past so that I can get there. But at the same time, I've got to make sure that I'm enjoying the process and learning and doing the most that I can with, the position I'm in now. And then when I've learned enough, when I'm ready to size up, then I can do so. So I've really got to remain patient. It's not easy. Obviously people can go on about how easy it is. Like, I had someone on my videos, like, no hate at all, like, it's totally fine, I totally get it, but they were like, people who find trading hard are just weak, and like, you've got to be like strong and blah 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 blah. But like, humans experience emotions. Like, trading, it really just goes to show like all the emotions that you do experience. Like, humans are gonna be humans. Like, we're all human, we're all trying to trade, but like, it's not always gonna be easy. And all I'm trying to do is spread a little bit of light and a little bit of kind of publicize the trials and tribulations that you go through trading without being a profitable trader with like a Lambo being like, yeah, this wasn't always easy. Like, at least you guys are like seeing me in the trenches, but it's really not that bad. Like, it's definitely not that bad. There's definitely worse that I could be going through. Like, I could be down like $10,000 or something crazy. I'm definitely not there yet, but it's really hard to stay disciplined. I'll give you that. Like, it's really hard to stay disciplined. And like, yeah, I know that it's easy in principle to stay disciplined, but when it comes to the opportunity cost, I think is the right phrase to use. I don't actually know. It's not the easiest to just be like, okay, well, I could risk 10% on this trade and make 10 times the amount that I have made in the past and could make, but I'm going to choose to risk 1% because that's a sensible thing to do. It's like, it's so tempting to just break your rules, and yeah. But I'll tell you guys my plan so you guys know and can, if I do slip from my plan, you guys can be like, well, you're actually full of it because you said all this stuff and then you did the opposite, even though it's bound to happen at some point. But I'll tell you guys my plan. So my plan is basically, at the moment, I have a $2,000 live account. I've not dived, I don't know if that's the right word, into the realm of prop firms as of yet. I'll be completely transparent when I do get there, because I know there's going to be blown accounts. There's going to be situations where I'm like overly emotional and stuff like that, because I feel like with prop firms, people usually go from making like $0 on the markets or trading paper, and then they immediately go to like an 100k account or like a 50k account, and they're trading with massive size. So I'm really trying to like gradually go up with my live account. That way I could actually make money, and then I'm going to chuck in a prop firm account when I'm ready. So like, when it comes to prop firms, my plan is really to... Okay, wait, I'll talk about my plan when it comes to like my live account first, then we'll get into prop firms. So my plan with my live account is I'm just going to have the $2,000 balance at the moment. I'm going to continue risking just 1% of my account. So I'll be risking around about $20, give or take, like give or take $5 here or there, because I'll be rounding up the lot size instead of rounding down. So I used to be rounding it down, and then I ended up making these really, really small positions and these small profits because I was rounding down like 0.018 to 0.01. So instead I'm going to be rounding up now, so it might be, $25 risk, but it's always going to be around that realm of about $20. And I take one trade a day. I only take A+ setups. I only trade ICC, and I only trade gold. I want to do this for the next 3 months. So I think I've gone past 1 month now. So I have a month and a half to go. So we're almost halfway there. But I want to keep doing this so I've done that over 3 months, so I can see, okay, what am I looking like profitability wise? So last month I was profitable, but I had made a few silly decisions when it came to trading. One silly decision when it came to trading is I doubled down on a position at all-time highs. I doubled down on a short at all-time highs. So when you hear me now being like, I'm never shorting at all-time highs, I need extra confirmation, that's why. Because the high time frame trend was literally showing that price was bullish. The economy was showing that price was bullish, but there was a bearish ICC setup, and I took it. And I doubled down on it because it was a solid setup. I'll give it that. It was a solid setup, but I needed to read the market conditions, which I definitely did not do well. So I made a few mistakes last month, giving me a solid $7 profit. Yeah, you could say I'm rich. I might go buy myself a Lambo. I might go move to Miami, but yeah, I made a solid $7, but overall it was profitable, which is what I'm happy with, because like taking into consideration, I think I lost like $40 or $50 that day, and I'm only supposed to be taking one trade a day, risking $20. Like I definitely, if I didn't double down on that loss, because at the end of the day I took the loss, but if I didn't double down on it, which was at the end of the day a psychological issue, as well as sort of analysis, but again, I got to stick to my rules, one trade a day. So it was a psychological issue because I was overconfident, I was revenge trading in a way, I was FOMOing, and yeah, so it was a psychological issue. And if I didn't have that issue, then I would have been up, like $30 maybe. But again, my profits aren't going to be crazy because I'm trading with such small size, and last month was the first month where I went all in on the ICC and trading every single day and, doing it properly. And I've been documenting, I think, since that point. So yeah, that was obviously a profitable month, but I would like to see a little bit of a better month this month and the next month, and then that will kind of determine whether or not I'm ready to size up. What my plan is to do is to gradually increase my risk, as my account's obviously going to continue to grow, but I want to gradually increase my risk from 1% to 2%, and then in an ideal world, I want to get to 3%, because on a $2,000 account, I think that's like $60 risk, which obviously is a big step up from $20 in my opinion. I'm not super rich, like I don't have like crazy amounts in the bank, so that's why I'm keeping it super low, like as of this moment. And obviously because I don't have, tens of thousands of dollars in my bank account, if I see, $50 go down, I'm going to be emotional about it. And like, that's why I'm trying to go really slow with my risk. So some people won't understand it. Like, especially if you're older and like you have like a house and stuff like that, and you make a lot of income from your job, you probably be a little bit more careless with $20. Whereas for me, it's like, no, I don't want to lose $20. Like, I really don't want to lose $20. And I really want to make $20. I don't know. I feel like you would get what I mean. But yeah, and then when it comes to prop firms, I want to increase my risk to 3% and then see how I'm going with gold. Gold has been not the easiest instrument to trade the last few months, really. I'd say like since I started live trading, it's not been easy, like actually genuinely because of the market conditions, because obviously we're at all-time highs, we've got the US government shut down, we've got wars going on, like it's definitely not super simple. I apologize, my phone was starting to die, so I had to put my phone on charge. I could see it going glitchy, and I was like, hold on, let me pause this and fix the camera quality. But what was I talking about? I think, okay, I was up to where I was like telling you guys my plan when it comes to prop firms. So when it comes to prop firms, I want to increase my risk to 3%, and then that way I'll be, risking $60, or well, my account's going to grow over time, so it will hopefully be more. But when it comes to prop firms, what I want to do is I want to try and copy trade my live and my prop firm account. So I want to be able to chuck like however much it is, like $300 or whatever, onto a prop firm account and not think about it. Like, I want it to be like, okay, I'm going to chuck this $300 in, but it's totally fine because I have my live account as well. So I want to see if I can copy trade them both. I've not ventured into copy trading. I don't know anything about copy trading, or I know like briefly about prop firms, but I don't know about copy trading. I don't know how all of it works. And yeah, I'm going to need to do research when I get up to that stage. But what I'm planning to do so far with the little knowledge that I have, so it may not work, but what I'm hopefully planning to do is to, as my risk increases to 3%, obviously my account size is going to grow. So when I go back down in risk, because I think on a prop firm you're supposed to risk like 1 or 1.5% or something like that. So I want to build up my live account, trading 3% and trading what I'm trading now. And then when it gets to my prop firm account, I'll drop my risk back down to live account, and I'll copy trade my prop firm and my live account. So I'm technically still making money from trading, and I'm not too dependent on, like a payout. So hopefully that will help buffer the psychological impact that it will make for me, hopefully. I don't know how it's going to all work logistically, but I'm hoping that it will work and all will be good. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing so far, is just copy trading my prop firm and my live account, and then hopefully passing my eval by just sticking to the same rules that I have, because I know that some people like full port their evals, and like I totally get it, but I don't full port anything. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to start building bad habits when it comes to my trading, because if I full port my eval and I end up making, you know, $1,000 or like $500 or like, you know, even just a few $100, I'm going to be like, damn, I should really just full port every single day. And that's just my personality, so I don't want to be building those habits. I want to just make sure I'm being super disciplined, even when it comes to like evals and stuff like that. But again, I've done very, very minimal research into that realm. I've been so focused on just what I'm doing at the moment and not trying to look too far ahead. So I don't know how it's all going to work logistically. Like, I'm thinking about it in my head and I'm like, oh, if I'm trading on a bigger size, I'm going to need bigger lot sizes for my prop firms, for my prop firm account. So how is that going to work with my live account, which is going to be on lower size? I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be a bridge that we pass when we get to it, but that's my plan, if anyone's curious. And I feel like I like the idea of announcing it on the internet so that people know that, like, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, this is the reason why I'm risking so low, why my account size is so low. This is like the process that I'm going through. Like, why do you only trade gold? This is why. Like, that's kind of the goal here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my plan, and if you guys have any advice when it comes to copy trading and prop firm accounts, and whether you can copy trade your live in your prop firm account, or whether it's better to just stick with a prop firm account. I don't know. Overall, I am of the belief, I know that not everyone's like that, but I'm of the belief that a live account is better than a funded account, simply because you don't have to go through the hurdles of getting a payout, because I can see all these people on TikTok being like, my payout got declined. I'm sure if you find a good prop firm, your payouts will be completely fine, but I don't know. It kind of feels like you're working for someone at that point. So I'm going to be focusing on growing my live account, and if I can grow my live account pretty big, that would be great, but obviously prop firms are there, so why wouldn't I just leverage that as well to grow my live account? But yeah, that's I guess a little bit of my plan. That's really the Trading Diaries video for today. I don't have too much to tell you guys about for trading because it is only Monday, and over the weekend I did a lot of weekly analysis type of stuff. I did some backtesting. My backtesting is really rough at the moment, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I say rough, it's not crazy. I've still been profitable on all of them, but my win rate has been like 50 to 67%. Simply because, like, I'm trading obviously different price action, which I have been in the past, but also I haven't backtested in so long and I haven't been doing it consistently enough to build the reps and get better at it. So yeah, it's been a little bit rusty. So I'm definitely going to be looking at doing that once I stop recording this video. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully post some backtesting session recaps. I was going to record the backtesting session recap that I did before, but I only took 2 trades. So I don't know if that was something you guys would have wanted to see, but literally I took 2 trades. I took 1 win, 1 loss, and I profited like $7 or something crazy low like that. But I will hopefully get a good month where I've got enough price action to give you guys a full recap. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'll probably have one of those videos coming out at some point. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it didn't go on for too long. I can't actually see how long it's been recording for because I'm recording with my back camera. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any other video requests, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys later today for my trade recap. Bye.